Hi, hello everybody. This is Uma from Success Law Classes. Today we are going to discuss with regard to comparative table of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 and Indian Penal Code 1860. Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 is going to be implemented from 1st July 2024, and it totally contains 358 sections divided into 20 chapters. So let us start discussing the comparative study of Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 and Indian Penal Code 1860. Coming to the Indian Penal Code 1860, Section 1 deals with title, extent of operation of the code, whereas Section 1 of the Bharatiya Nyaya Sanhita 2023 deals with short title, commencement and application. Section 2 of the IPC deals with punishment of offences committed within India, whereas Section 1 Clause 3 of BNS 2023 deals with short title, commencement and application. Coming to Section 3 of Indian Penal Code, it deals with punishment of offences committed beyond but which by law may be tried within India, whereas Section 1 Clause 4 of BNS deals with short title, commencement and application. Section 4 of the IPC deals with extension of code to extraterritorial offences, whereas Section 1 Clause 5 of the BNS deals with short title, commencement and application. Coming to Section 5 of IPC, it deals with certain laws not to be affected by this Act. Section 1 Clause 6 of BNS deals with short title, commencement and application. Coming to Section 6 of the IPC deals with definitions in the code to be understood, subject to exceptions. Coming to Section 7 of IPC, it deals with sense of expression once explained. Section 8 of IPC defines what is gender, whereas Section 2 Clause 10 of BNS defines gender. Section 9 of IPC defines what is number, whereas Section 2 Clause 22 of BNS defines number. Section 10 of the IPC defines man as well as woman, whereas Section 2 Clause 19 defines man and Section 2 Clause 35 of BNS defines woman. Coming to section level of IPC, it defines persons, whereas Section 2 Clause 26 of BNS defines persons. Section 12 of IPC deals with the definition of public, whereas Section 2 Clause 27 of the BNS defines what is public. Section 13 of the IPC deals with definition of queen. Section 14 of the Indian Penal Code defines who is servant of government, whereas Section 2 Clause 28 of BNS defines who is public servant. Section 15 of the IPC deals with definition of British India, that is deleted in BNS. Section 16 of IPC gives definition of government of India, whereas it was not defined in BNS. Coming to section 17 of IPC, it deals with the definition of government, whereas section 2 clause 12 of the BNS defines the word government. Section 18 of the IPC defines India. Section 19 of IPC defines the term judge, whereas Section 2 Clause 16 of BNS defines the term judge. Section 20 of the IPC defines what is court of justice, whereas section 2 clause 5 of the BNS defines the term court. Section 21 of the IPC gives definition of public servant, whereas Section 2 clause 28 of the BNS defines the definition of term public servant. Section 22 of the Indian Penal Code defines the term movable property, whereas Section 2 clause 21 of the BNS defines the term movable property. Section 23 of the IPC defines the term wrongful gain, whereas Section 2 clause 36 defines wrongful gain in BNS. Section 2 clause 38 of the BNS defines gaining wrongfully, losing wrongfully. Section 24 of the IPC deals with the term dishonestly, whereas Section 2 clause 7 of the BNS deals with the term dishonestly. Section 21 of the Indian Penal Code deals with the term fraudulently, whereas Section 2 clause 9 of the BNS defines fraudulently. Section 26 of the Indian Penal Code defines the term reason to believe, whereas Section 2 clause 29 of the BNS defines the term reason to believe. Section 27 of the Indian Penal Code defines property in possession of wife, clerk, or servant, whereas Section 3 deals with general explanations and expressions. Coming to Section 28 of the Indian Penal Code, it defines counterfeit, whereas Section 2 Clause 4 of the BNS defines the term counterfeit. Section 29 of the Indian Penal Code defines the term document, whereas in BNS, Section 2 Clause 8 defines the term document. Coming to Section 29A of the Indian Penal Code, it defines the term electronic record, whereas Section 2 Clause 39 of the BNS defines the word Information Technology Act, that is the word defined in Information Technology Act. Section 30 of the Indian Penal Code deals with valuable security, whereas Section 2 Clause 31 of the BNS defines the term valuable security. Section 31 of the Indian Penal Code defines the term a will, whereas Section 2 Clause 34 of the BNS defines the term will. Coming to Section 32 of the Indian Penal Code, it deals with the words referred to acts including illegal omission. Section 2 Clause 1 of the BNS defines the term act, whereas Section 3 Clause 4 of the BNS deals with the term general explanations and expressions. Coming to Section 33 of the Indian Penal Code, it deals with the terms act and omission, whereas Section 2 Clause 1 of the BNS defines act and Section 2 Clause 26 of the BNS defines the term person. Coming to Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code, it defines acts done by several persons in furtherance of common intention. So, common intention is defined under Section 34 of the Indian Penal Code. Section 3, Clause 5 of the BNS deals with general explanations and expressions. Coming to Section 35 of the Indian Penal Code, it deals when such an act is criminal by reason of its being done with a criminal knowledge or intention. Whereas Section 3, Clause 6 of the BNS deals with general explanations and expressions. Section 36 of the IPC deals with effect caused partly by act and partly by omission. Section 3, Clause 7 of the BNS deals with general explanations and expressions. Section 37 of the IPC deals with cooperation by doing one of several acts constituting an offense, whereas Section 3, Clause 8 of the BNS deals with general explanations and expressions.